Hi friends, welcome back to my channel SciTech. In this one I'm going to compare the display comparison between the Realme 11 Pro Plus device versus Realme X and Max device. As you can see friends, this is a Realme X and Max device and this is the latest Realme 11 Pro Plus device, and right now I'm going to compare the display comparison between these both phones, and we'll try to find out how much difference you can actually expect between the 2 years old mobile phone from the Realme versus latest mobile phone with the Realme 11 Pro Plus device. And first thing, let me try to show you the specifications between these both phones. And both phones, they do have the AMOLED panels and Super AMOLED panels as well, 120Hz refresh rate, and the brightness is kind of pretty close with the 950 nits in this Realme 11 Pro Plus and the 1000 nits in the Realme X and Max, and the screen size 6.7 inches versus 6.43 inches. As you can see, this is a quick difference between these both phones, and you do have the similar kind of pixel density as well. So this is overall display comparison between the both phones in terms of the specifications wise. So now let me select the same settings in the display option and then continue the display comparison in the screen mode. Right now both phones are using the vivid mode and the default color temperatures as well. And now I'm going to compare the display comparison between these both devices. Now using the full brightness between these both phones, and now let me compare the different color saturation levels. And right now there's a quick comparison between the Realme 11 Pro Plus versus Realme X and Max. And let me show the viewing angles, how they actually look like between the both phones with the full brightness mode. And the Realme 11 Pro Plus, which has got the curved display, which will definitely give you the premium experience while using the device. And both phones seems to be kind of having pretty much similar kind of result, but we'll try to show you the exact video comparison I'll try to do between these both phones. Then we'll try to see the overall color accuracy. And now let me turn off the studio lights and then continue the minimum brightness test. So now using the minimum brightness test, and these are the same colors, and right now with the minimum brightness test you can see which is having what kind of results. And the viewing angles, the Realme X and Max looks slightly more saturated in the low brightness mode if you try to compare between these both phones. So now let me use a maximum brightness and then test again. And now I'm going to play the video between these both phones. So right now, as you can see friends, I'm playing the same video between these both phones with the full brightness mode and without any studio lighting environment, and you can compare the colors. So which display has got what type of colors. So let me know in the comment section below which display you felt the best one regarding the overall color accuracy. The top one is a Realme 11 Pro Plus and the bottom is the Realme X and Max device. And you can see the viewing angles between these both phones. So even the Realme X and Max looks pretty good as well, which is not bad overall. Let me decrease the brightness complete to 0 brightness, and you can compare right now with the brightness comparison. And slightly the Realme X and Max looks more little bit kind of saturated, as you can see in some scenarios, little bit. And now let me turn on the studio light environment. So this is a quick comparison with the studio lighting environment as well regarding the display comparison. And both phones are pretty good guys regarding the displays, but overall I didn't see any kind of huge difference between the Realme X and Max versus the Realme 11 Pro Plus device, even though the Realme X and Max released 2 years back, but still it looks kind of pretty good and very similar kind of colors between these both phones. That's it friends, thank you for watching. This is a quick overall display comparison between these both phones. Until then, stay tuned for more updates, and signing off and bye.